Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the FM19 Journeyman in charge of FF Yarrow. Now before we get into things today, things are getting a little messy in terms of the number of games remaining because of the cup, and I don't know how we're going to do in it. And if we get to the semi-final and the final, I want to show those games because they're quite important, right? So, this is how things are going to work, and I'm going to try to explain this, but it's not straightforward at all. So, if we progress in the cup to the semi-final, today will contain 2 games. Tomorrow's episode, it will be the 2 games of the league that we still have remaining. Tomorrow will contain the semi-final of the cup, the final if we get there, and the last league game of the season. So it's 2 or 3 games depending on whether or not we reach the final. And then the final episode of this season will be the relegation playoffs. If we don't progress in the cup, today's video will contain 3 games and tomorrow's will contain the relegation playoffs. I hope that makes sense because I've tried to figure it out and that's the best thing I could come up with. Explaining it though, not fun. But, well, we're here today for a game against Maraham, the team that are, well, pretty much safe at this point, but not if we win about 9-0. So, we just need to go out there and try and do that, and this is the team we have to do it. Katoon, Herman, Kalermo, Nermos, Sundman, McDonald, Malolo, Atakai, Eriksson, Seydorf, Chenkum. It's not bad. It's a pretty decent lineup. Let's go out there. Let's submit the team. And let's go and pick up a good 3 points. Hopefully, we just need to beat them about 9-0. And we can possibly survive. So that's all we need to do. 9-0 win. They've got a corner here very early on into the game. And they head into the back of the net. 10-1. That's all we need to do. 10-1. It's not that bad. They've also picked up 2 yellow cards inside 3 minutes on both of their defensive midfielders, which, well, it might produce something for us. So, 1-0 down already is not a good way to start. Thomas Eriksson's injured. Brilliant. Please don't be out for long. Potential foot injury. If that's a broken ankle, I'm going to cry. We'll drop him back here and bring on Hiltunen as the attacking central midfielder. I really hope he's not out for the relegation playoffs. Highlight here, and well, Sundman's on the ball. He plays it back to Katunen, and we're looking to build out from the back as Nermos receives the ball. Now he slides it forward. Sundman, Malolo, back to Sundman, forward to Seydorf. We're looking to try and push forward here. We run through the referee, play a ball over the top. Atakai strikes, it's saved by Gustavsson. We're having chances. There's a chance here. We just need to put about 10 of them away and we'll be alright. As Seydorf takes a corner, obviously Eriksson not on the pitch, so different corner taker, but Seydorf on the ball, slides it across. Atakai tries to do something there, but doesn't work out as Malolo's on the ball. Can we find a forward pass? Maybe? No. Back to Sundman and the highlight fades out. Another highlight here. Sundman, long ball up. Can't find anyone with it though, but their headed clearance finds Seydorf, Chenkum, Hiltunen. On the ball, strikes. It goes just wide, and we're still 1-0 down. We're not doing a very good job of winning 10-0, as there's another highlight. Malolo's on it. Kalermo. Come on. Let's find at least an equaliser before half-time. Please. Atakai's on it. Can't find a pass across, and their ball over the top seems to find Aga, who strikes. Bugger. We're 2-0 down, and I don't want to see this again. I'm not going to lie, I just want to get to these relegation playoffs. Like, I'm actually really nervous. I don't want to get relegated. And I don't know if we're going to keep our job after this game if we lose, to be honest. I don't know if they wanted automatic survival, and they're waiting until that's mathematically impossible to sack us after not getting that. So, I'm a little bit nervous. It's got to be said. Just realised we're into the second half and I didn't do a little it's 2-0 at half-time thing, which is weird for me, but it's 2-0 at half-time and we're now 5 minutes into the second. Just under an hour in then, and I'm going to bring on Harkonnen for Chenkum, who's just not having a very impactful game. Bring him on as an advanced forward on attack, confirm the changes, and let's just try and change things up. I want to at least snatch an equaliser here. Well, they're coming forward here, but Hiltunen puts in a cracking challenge, but the ball, the loose ball, falls only to them. And well, once again, they are looking to come forward as Sid is on it, knocks it across to Aga, who's already got a goal to his name. And well, they're trying to find something. They play it out to the right-hand side. They put in a cross. We bring them down for a penalty. It just gets worse. It just gets worse. It just gets worse. As they take the penalty. They miss. Right, let's try and find these 2 goals that we need. Sundman on the ball, gets tackled, gets upended. They pick up a red card. Serginho is off for a second bookable offence. And, well, it's good to see. It is possibly a bit of a lifeline here as there's 15 minutes remaining. Let's make another change. I don't know what. Let's bring on Verton and for Malolo. Don't know why, Malolo's playing perfectly fine, but this just feels like a good answer. He's gone back up to having a full green circle there. I don't understand the circles. They just change randomly. They make no sense. Well, 4 minutes left, and we have a throw in here as Harkonnen's on the ball, knocks it back for Vatanen, forward to Hiltunen, forward again, Herman. We've got a lot of H's on the team. No, we don't. We have like 2. But anyway, Herman back on the ball, goes for a cross, finds Seedorf, who scores with his 5th goal of the season. Maybe, just maybe, there's a chance. Well, it's a good ball to be fair, and it's a very good finish. Herman picks out Seedorf very nicely. And he just strikes first time, straight past the goalkeeper. Very, very good goal. We just need another one to level things up here because, I'd rather not lose to the team that's directly above us. And, well, Sundman has a throw. He's back on the ball after they win it. Seedorf's on it now, puts it across. Herman on the ball, running towards goal. He strikes and it is 2-2. We are not going down without a fight. Can we snatch a winner with minutes remaining? Literally, like 5 of them probably, but... Why do we pull it out so late? Late in the season, late in a game, whatever. Why do we not do well until late? Herman here with a very good finish on the ball. And, well, you can see why they're down here. Their keeper's rubbish, but it's a shame we couldn't take advantage of that more, as there's 5 minutes of added time that have absolutely flown by. Hello? Maybe? No. Okay, it's a 2-2 draw. We did well to fight back and pick up the point, to be honest, but it does see us finally relegated, or not relegated, we're in the relegation playoffs. Unlucky boys, it just wasn't our night. I think we played alright, we played a decent game there, but we just couldn't stop them scoring, and we couldn't score enough ourselves. Do we still have a job? Let's get on to that big question. HJK have won the Premier League, they've avoided relegation. Thomas Eriksson's out for 5 to 6 weeks. He misses the playoffs. Not good. Very not good. Right, I'm going to find out if we still have a job. If we do, I'll see you at the next game. So it appears I made a bit of a mistake. The Finnish Cup is actually now, and after the Finnish Cup is the final 2 league games of the season, which I probably should have figured out by the massive gap in dates on the fixture list. But, well, we're going to do the Finnish Cup. I'm going to go play through the first couple of rounds, and if we get to the semi-final, I will bring you that. And if we get to the final, that will also be in this video. Otherwise, today will contain all 3 league games. Trust me, I've got it figured out. It will all make sense soon. Well, a lot going on here. First of all, we got second in Manager of the Month, which for the season we've had to even get close to winning a Manager of the Month is a miracle. We've actually had a very, very good month. If we just take a look at this, we've won 3 games and drawn 1. So, actually, wait. Which month is this for? It's for September when we picked up 4 points out of a potential 6. That's a bit underwhelming, really. But recently, we've done quite well. We've won 2 games in the last 3 months, or 5 games, sorry, in the last 3 months. That aside, this is the big one. Ignore the awards. Discuss potentially extending your contract. I think it's a fantastic... Yes! Yes! Come on, extend my contract. Yes! Okay. This is what I want. I don't want to be sacked. That is the thing. And a contract extension will go massive ways in securing job security. Securing job security, that's a sentence. It will help us retain our job. They will be less likely to sack us if we're on a longer contract. Contract length here is crucial. So hopefully we can get this underway. 3, 2, 1. So, they've asked us to avoid relegation. Let's discuss this. Where is the expectations on here? We can't change that one. They've offered us a new contract. Oh, avoid relegation from the Premier League. Excludes current season. What if we just go... That's just a bonus. Ah, bugger. Oh. It's not exciting. I feel like I should have a bigger bonus if it's in the current season, to be honest. They should just give me all their money, because it would be a miracle. Actually, it's mathematically impossible. So, we've got a contract. We have a contract. Whether or not they will just fire us from it immediately will be, well, that's yet to be seen. But, we have one. Let's go crack on with this cup. So, here we are then for the game against Rops, and as you can probably guess by the fact that you're seeing this, we didn't do very well in the cup. No, we didn't. We went out in the first round to a team in the league below us with a 1-0 defeat, which isn't ideal considering they're behind JJK, who we're going to have to play in a relegation playoff. Yeah, it's not great. It really isn't. But more bad news. Malolo's suspended for this game. Didn't even realise that, but I don't really care. That's not important. The important thing is the good news. The very good news. Thomas Eriksson's nearly back from his injury because the cup takes ages. I'm not joking. Forever. It was like a month. It was ridiculous. But we are back. We are here now. So the only change that needs to be made to the side is to put in Vatanen. Oh, he's already in. Oh, bugger. We'll put in Massey. Why not? We've not seen him much all season. Slide him in there. Let's get him involved. Person can come onto the bench. I don't know. I don't care at this point. It's all about these playoffs. That's what we need to focus on right now. So, can Atakai play in this game? He couldn't play in the cup because he was cup-tied. So, you know, we can bring him back in. And, actually, no, we've got Sane. What am I doing? Get Sane in there, not Massey. There we go. Here we go. Is a Mazzala on support. There we go. Everything's okay. Now that I've stopped being an idiot, let's put Nermos onto the bench. I quite like this Lindahl-Palermo centre-half pairing, I'm not going to lie. So, I'm going to stick with it, really. So, let's go out there. Let's just play a good game of football. That's all I want to see. A good game of football. Let's win. Let's have a victory. I'm expecting you to win tonight, boys. That's not really true. I'm not expecting a win. I'd just like one. I'll be ready. We've got the ball here. Sane back to Sundman, and well, we're looking to try and work something as Hiltunen knocks it back to Lindahl. We're trying to work it, and so far we're keeping possession well at the very least. So Sane's on it, back to Lindahl. Come on, pick out a pass. Sundman. Can we find a forward move? Can we find a good break here? Well, it looks like we're going to try and switch the sides as they're putting a lot of pressure onto this left-hand side. But Atakai, he manages to pick up the ball in the centre of the park. He strikes, and it's weak, actually. There's not enough on that shot at all. The keeper makes an easy save, but we're putting the pressure on early, and that is a good thing. We've got a free kick here. Lindahl takes from a long way out, but it slips just wide of the post. Yeah, if there was a different, maybe attacking midfielder who's a bit injured at the minute, yeah, that would be a lot better of a chance. But, well, it might have been something like that as Lingman bangs in a free kick. We've had everything so far. For the first 20 minutes, it's been all us, and then they go and do that. Our wall didn't jump, which is annoying, to say the least. Our wall didn't jump. Got the ball here in the middle of the park. Vatanen's on it. Can we find a pass? We can. Hiltunen now on the ball. Pass it. Oh, tries to find Sane, but Lingman cuts it out. He's having a game and a half for himself here as he gives it to Thomas Eriksson on the right-hand side. We put on the pressure well, but they managed to find a cross still. They had about 9 men in the box, and we had 1 man marking them. What? What is this madness? Where is everyone here, Larry? Where does everyone go? Oh, everyone just chases the ball. Look, everyone just comes out here to chase the ball. Despite the fact that they've got half their team in the middle of our box. Literally half their team. I'm not exaggerating for effect. 5 of their outfield players were in our box. That's half. So, as long as we don't do it in the relegation playoffs, we'll be fine. As we have a throw-in. Hiltunen across to Palermo. Come on, let's build a chance before I lose my mind. As we play it forward, Chenkin runs onto it. He's one-on-one with... he's not one-on-one at all because the defender blocked the shot. I've gone back to doing that again. That's been a while, but Sane's going to take the corner. Again, we don't have Eriksson to be on them, so Palermo ends up with the ball, passes it back to Herman. We're trying to work it here. We're trying to find some sort of attack, but evidently we don't get one because the highlight ends. Another free kick in our favour. Herman to Sane. Come on. Let's build something. Palermo's on it. Knocks it forward. Atakai on the ball on the right-hand side. Whips it into the box. Sadorf goes for goal with his head, but head's just wide. We're having chances. We just can't find the back of the net, and it's frustrating. 2-0 down then at half-time, and well, disappointing isn't even the word. We've been playing quite well, but just can't find the back of the net. And well, in this second half, we need to put forward a much better performance, really. Not in terms of how we're playing, but just in terms of our finishing more than anything. An hour in, and Chenkum is having a mare. He's on a 6.2, and I'm not having that, so I'm going to bring on Ulmanen and see if we can get something out of him. So I'll bring him on as a poacher, see what he can do off the bench. He was quite good off the bench previously, so let's see if he can do it again as Lindahl bangs a free kick that goes just wide. Unfortunate, really. I don't know why Lindahl's our second player on free kicks. Surely somebody on the team is better at free kicks than Lindahl. They've got a free kick here. Lingman strikes. It goes just wide, well, free kicks in this game have been naff, apart from theirs that went in. But 15, 20 minutes left, and we're not looking like doing much, I'm not going to lie. We've not seen much of us in the second half, as time is absolutely flying by, and, well, it's a defeat, probably, short of a miracle. Sunderland's going to take this throw-in, but, well, you can't imagine we're going to score 2 goals in 8 seconds or whatever we've got left, so, unfortunate, but at least we didn't pick up any injuries. You know, find positives where you can. We just need to win these playoffs. Next episode, maximum stress. Next episode is like the peak I will ever be stressed in Football Manager. Tell them that performance was disappointing. Yes, sir, I'm not happy. There we go, they're all motivated. They're actually not. There's a fair amount of them not motivated, which is worrying. And only one of them is fired up, so, well, disaster. Here we are for the game against SJK, and, well, you may have noticed the team's undergone a bit of a change. Essentially, I am worried about injuries going into this final game of the season, and as you remember, we have a lot of suspensions anyway, so I'm just playing essentially a B team. I am playing everyone who I don't think will feature in the final game. So, with the exception of Katunen, who will obviously play, but, you know, I don't want to change out our goalkeeper. He's still not played that much this season, so I want to get him some experience and just keep him out there, really. So we've gone with a 4-4-2 diamond. We've won a couple of games with it this season, so seems worth to go into. You'll remember just before the transfer window opened, we beat SJK and Maraham with this formation. So playing SJK today makes sense to go back to it. So we've got Katunen, Hagland, Darude, Virkonen, Koskinen, Nurmos, Sane, Vitanen, Persson, Ulmanen and Harkonnen. All players who I do not expect to feature in our relegation playoffs games in the starting 11. But it's still actually quite a strong side. I mean, players like Sane, Ulmanen, Harkonnen, Vitanen was obviously a starter for us last season. Nurmos, very good player. Hagland, Darude, Virkonen, all very, very competent players. Koskinen, rubbish, but, you know, maybe it was just a bad game. I'm being very harsh on Amir. He's had one bad game, barely featured, and I've decided he's rubbish. But, you know, we've got some very good players out there. So, let's go out there and let's play a good game and let's pick up 3 points. Let's end the season on a high. Highlight from kickoff here, still going on as Rodrigo's on the ball. They pass it forward, but Hagland runs back to claim it. And, well, I wonder if we're going to have an early opportunity here as Hagland's on the ball, gives it to Nurmos, and there's a potential chance here for us to build out. But, well, the ball back to Katunen was dreadful. He struggles to get there in time, and it results in him having to kick it out and losing possession. And they now come forward. Mero strikes dreadfully. And that's what we watched that entire highlight for. I'm not editing that out. You're watching that too. If I have to deal with highlights like that, so do you. They've got a throw in here. Reed's on the ball, but we head it back to him. They've tried to put him into the box. Hagland's head's clear, but only as far as Rodrigo, who strikes. It hits the post and goes in for his 3rd goal of the season after 33 games. Typical. But, I mean, we did well here. Hagland did well to get up, but... Oh, sorry, Koskinen did well to get up and head that away, and then Hagland, again, there, did well to reach it, but we just gave him too much space over on this hand side, and to be honest, if he'd have played through their number 10, he would have been in an acre, so... Well, it wasn't great defending if we have to look at the positioning and the marking. We're being absolutely peppered here. They've had 10 shots. We've finally registered one. Go us. But yeah, we're being absolutely hammered there for a second. They've got a free kick. Talolan to Fanti, and well, I mean, the fact he didn't put that away is worrying. The fact it wasn't even on target. He just had absolutely... The world was his space there. He could have gone anywhere and it wouldn't have been marked. But at least it's only 1-0. There's still a chance for us to come back into this game. We just need to put in a better performance. We've got to remember, we're playing a second string. It's a lot of players who haven't really featured too much this season. So let's just say you've been unlucky and they all gained confidence. They all relaxed a little bit, which is what we need. We just need to, you know, like I said, the players haven't featured too much. So we just need to keep them confident, keep spirits high, really. And maybe we'll be able to snatch something from this. Well, we've got the ball here. As Darude tries to play forward, we do lose out on it, and they're going to look to attack. But there's a chance maybe that we could win it back, as they're pressuring quite well. Rodrigo's on it, gives it to Tikkanen, back to Rodrigo. They're working it quite nicely here, worryingly. They've got it out onto this right-hand side, and they're looking to come down it. We're holding them off quite well, though. Forcing them to play it around, making it difficult for them to come forward, as Mero comes in, strikes from a long way out, and just sees it wide. And I think we did a good job there of putting the pressure on and forcing, you know, not an easy chance, quite an awkward one. We didn't make it easy for them, and that's all we can really ask. 70 minutes gone, and I still don't want to bring on anyone who I think's going to feature, so that basically just leaves Malmefelt and Jonathan Olsen on the bench, who's going to make an appearance. So Malmefelt comes on for Hakonen. He's just not been particularly impactful since we've bought him, really. But yeah, he's going to come on as a poacher. And then Jonathan Olsen for Vitanen as an attacking central midfielder. Just see what he can do, to be honest. We haven't seen Jonathan Olsen for ages, so let's bring him on. Well, the final minutes of this game are ticking by, and doesn't look like we're going to snatch anything from it. But a 1-0 defeat to SJK is by no means a bad result. For our second string, I mean, for our B team, that's a really, really positive result, and it was a solid defensive performance. Yeah, it was unlucky. Honestly, I don't think anyone can be disappointed with that result. We played a second string, and we picked up a 1-0 defeat to an exceptionally good team. They're second in the league. We're second from bottom. You can't complain about that. That's good. That is a good result. You know, as far as defeats can go, that's a good result. So, I still can't get over the fact we weren't the worst team in the league after that first half of the season, or first 2/3 of the season, really. But if we'd have performed sort of in this, how we did in this stretch throughout the season, you know, picking up the occasional win, you know, maybe an occasional draw, just down here, we would have been fine. We would have honestly been fine. We were, 4 wins when it comes to it, off of being able to be safe. Not even that, really. 11 points. It was just our defence at the start of the season. I mean, we've never struggled to score. At no point have we been struggling to score. If you look at the start here, 3-2 defeat. We took the lead in that game, I can remember it. We took the lead in a lot of these games, actually, and it was just, we just threw it away a lot, and it's frustrating, especially games sort of like the Mariham game early on in the season, wherever that is here. That's where they really started to break away from us, because until then, you might remember we were 10th, and they were in 11th, and this is the game that really turned it all around when, we threw away a 2-goal lead. It gave them a bit of steam, they went forward, and it was a disappointing run of form, really, from this point onwards, but, you know, we've dug ourselves in this hole, and we've put ourselves in this situation. We stuck with the 5 at the back for far, far too long, and I think that was the biggest problem this season, to be honest. Around this point, we should have recognised it just wasn't working and changed earlier, and when we changed, I mean, we tried changing for a game or two, and we did okay-ish, but we didn't really give it enough of a chance until it was too late, and then as soon as we switched off of it, and then once we brought wingers into the side, we've been absolutely electric. We've been playing very, very well, but, I mean, it was around this game here, right? We've picked up most of our wins after we've done that, and it was just a change that we made far too late, unfortunately. But we've still got a chance to remain in this division. We've still got the relegation playoffs, and that will be in tomorrow's video. So, it says our next match is in 154 days. That is a lie. We will find out what division we are playing in tomorrow. So, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you back for the relegation playoffs. Probably the most nervous I've ever been for games of Football Manager. If we didn't win the league with Torslanda, because that's probably the only game that compares, the game where we won the league in the final day of the season with Torslanda. Or maybe the game just before that, where it was it was against the team in thirds. I think it was Ullereds, and we had to see whether we would be finishing first, second, or third. That was a stress. And the game where we won the league was a stress. But that's winning the league. Worst case scenario is you stay in the division. This is worst case scenario, we go down. Nervous, worried. You'll find out how we did in that tomorrow at 5:30, or you can subscribe to get it into your feed. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, videos get posted on both of those, and it's a massive help to me anyway, especially, you know, any interaction on Twitter helps share the videos. Thank you very much for everyone who's been doing that, by the way, it's much appreciated. I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, and wish me luck, because we're going to need it. Goodbye.